Hello, 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 what ho. Welcome back to another exciting adventure of The Plain Truth. I'm your host, Travis Finley. Um, so, this is probably going to be repetitive, but it bears repeating. It says right here, the moon is currently in its waxing crescent phase, 1.9 days into the lunar cycle. Do not believe that. That means that it's 2 days into the lunar cycle. That is not true. That is not true because 2 days ago it was the new moon, and the new moon was it was much closer to the sun. So you had 14 days. How am I doing this? You had 14 days leading up to the new moon. Okay, so those 14 days you had all of the phases. All right, I ran out of space and had to make a new recording, so I'm going to try to pick up from where I left off a moment ago. Okay, so when the moon is full, it then begins to diminish in its luminosity and go through its waning gibbous and its waning crescent. Okay, waning gibbous, waning crescent. When it gets to the very last day of the waning crescent, which happened on Monday, I didn't take a picture of it. I should have. I wasn't thinking about it. Whatever. Monday was a thumbnail sliver of the moon. Tuesday, no moon. Wednesday, no moon. Today, no moon. That's 3 days, no moon. The moon is there, but it's not visible. It's still, okay? So there's 3 days to account for. Now, tomorrow, you're going to start to see the waxing crescent and the waxing gibbous that leads to full moon, 14 days. So you have 14 days, you have 2 weeks of waxing, full moon, 2 weeks of waning, and then you've got your 3 days of the new moon transition, where the moon is so close to the sun that for 3 days you cannot see it because it's lost in the glory of the brightness of the Son of God. So, yeah, I think that's where I'm going to, let's see. Oh, so then this is where I'm not really sure what to think because the Zodiac Sun and Moon Clock app has a visible crescent in its diagram, and I just don't think that that's justified. I just went outside, looked again. I looked earlier today. You can't see the moon. So I don't think it's justified to say that it's in its crescent. Otherwise, if it were, you'd see it. Okay? All right, so we're going to leave it at that, and then here come the 2 videos that I made from earlier today.
Hello, what ho! Welcome back to another exciting adventure of The Plain Truth. I'm your host, Travis Finley, back in Baltimore, and it's a chemtrailed sky day. It's not like it was a couple days ago, but there's the sun, and the moon is supposed to be somewhere in this area right here. I took a picture of the Skyview app, which you can see right here. Boop. So I'm just kind of gonna walk around. I was gonna try to go back to the same spot that I was 2 days ago, but I just decided to pull over here and stretch my legs a little bit from doing Uber. Had some really great conversations so far. So I'm looking for the beginnings of the waxing crescent, and the sky is very milky, so I don't know that I'll see it because, after all, it is going to be washed out to a certain extent. So I don't see anything, but it's supposed to be in this area right here because in the app it was off to the left of the sun. So I'll try to keep an eye on it through the rest of the day in case it clears up later on, but I at least wanted to take this shot, be consistent, because I think yesterday I did it around 10 o'clock and the day before it might have been similar. So, all right. This has been another exciting adventure of The Plain Truth. I'm your host, Travis Finley. Until next time. All right, so here I am late in the afternoon, and the Skyview app that I have puts the moon right about here. Like if you just look at the video where I've got the screenshot, you can see just in terms of, location, the sun is right here, and then the moon is like right here in Sagittarius. I think it's Sagittarius, but anyway. So that's where the moon should be. So I'm looking in that direction right now, okay? And it's very, very bright. It's very difficult to see. And the sky is relatively clear. There's a bit of a milk to the east, but not in the direction that I'm trying to see the moon. And I cannot see a sliver. And yet, the Zodiac Sun and Moon app shows that it is in the waxing phase with a sliver. And as far as I can tell right here, and unless I'm going to like have an aha moment and go, oh, there it is. There it is. It's not where, if it's visible, then it's way off, because 2 days ago the moon was right here, and then yesterday the moon was right here, and then today the moon is right here. So the moon is going in this line relative, come on, right? I mean, that's relative the trajectory that it's in right there, okay? So at this time tomorrow, the sun should be right here, but the moon is going to be farther away because the moon is falling behind the sun. The sun is running faster than the moon is right now. The sun has passed the moon 3 days ago. Oh no, 2 days ago. Okay? And this is the third day. So I called this on Tuesday. I said this was going to be three days. This is day 3. And I cannot see the moon. I'm just like zipping around in case something catches my eye. So tomorrow it should be very, evident. But then what I'm going to say then is tomorrow then you're going to have the sun here and the moon here, and then you're going to think, where was the moon back in these days here, right? All of a sudden you see it over here, so it's this far away, right? So the moon is right here right now, and then tomorrow it's going to be back here sometime. It's falling behind. All right? So as far as I can tell right now, this is day 3. There is no moon. There is, but you can't see it.